I have had ups and downs. There is no shame in seeking help right now for all of that anxiety and all of the intensity we are holding as a nation and as a global community. So much pain and heaviness.
Well, Sarah, it's so good to see you. I wish it was in person, but it's good to see you over Zoom, at least.
To see you too, Katie.
It's called Christmas in Vienna. I loved it. I'm a sap. I love Hallmark movies.
I didn't expect to bump into you again.
I'm sorry to disappoint.
What was it like shooting in Vienna? Was it right before COVID kind of hit?
Yeah. I mean, it was so magical. We got to go to Vienna when the whole world goes to Vienna, which is right at Christmas time. We were there in December. So it was already magically lit for Christmas with all the lights and the Christmas markets. And we shot in Schönbrunn Palace, inside of the palace. We shot inside of St. Stephen's Cathedral, which was already decked out for Christmas. I mean, that's the thing. We got to literally just plop ourselves in the middle of this totally incredible wonderland.
Yeah.
And we shot in the middle of actual crowds, like actual tourists in those Christmas markets. I mean, every language you can imagine you're hearing as you're walking past. So it was truly magical in every way. And I got to bring my husband to Vienna, and we got to have this some really beautiful and romantic times. We got to hear some of the most incredible classical music I've ever heard in my life. We got to go to the music hall and the opera house, and it was nuts. It was so amazing.
Well, your parents do sound great.
They have this saying that love is learning the song in someone's heart and singing it when they need it most.
Well, I like that.
How does your husband feel watching you shoot these romantic, magical Hallmark scenes?
Yeah, for him, it was just such a treat, actually, to get to come with me. That we've been together for 20 years, maybe even longer, 21 years now. Like he proposed to me while I was playing Juliet in Romeo and Juliet, So he's used to this. This is old hat to him. He totally gets it. It's just been part of our rhythm forever for me to do these things.
You guys also homeschooling the kids right now with all of this?
Yes, thank the Lord. Our incredible nanny, who's been with us since my son, who's now 8, was 18 months old. She's been with us the whole time.
Was it challenging for the kids at first? I mean, not being able to go and really see more of their friends or be in an actual classroom?
Absolutely, and especially for Hannah, because Hannah graduated from kindergarten in the spring, and there was no graduation, and they really miss being in school. But they have this magical community of friends here on the block that they see go out and play with at least twice a day. So we feel like we are so lucky on the street we're on. It's a cul-de-sac, so they ride their bikes and they scooter and they run around and play hide and seek and jump out and scare one another. It's just how it was for us when we were growing up.
Yeah. It sounds like you really figured it out and you really have become mom of the year in dealing with this. So my hat goes off to you for that. You also celebrated, was it the 40th birthday?
It was the 40th.
How was it to celebrate amid everything, and how does it feel to get to start a new decade? So exciting.
I had a lot of anxiety leading up to it. I think there's especially this industry that we're in. Just fear swirling around as you get older as a woman. You don't feel that way when you're a man getting older in this industry. But as a woman, you do. And I think that combined with it being such a slow year and everything being at a standstill, I had a lot of anxiety walking into it and felt like, I wish that I hadn't gone, but it's it's a nail in a coffin, you've hit 40, you old lady. which is ridiculous. Like, why do we do that? I don't know why we do that.
Well, it's almost like there's like all these notions about like what you should be doing, and I feel like you're right with the industry and roles, and you're wondering like where do I fit, how
Yeah.
it works, and I think
But
that's a good-
But I will say, I've been going in for so many really fantastic, multi-layered, interesting characters. So like, I didn't need to be afraid, basically. I didn't need to be afraid. And once I actually got to the day, it was beautiful. My husband secretly arranged this like incredible scenario where he reached out to all of the people in my life, in all the different seasons of my life, like high school friends and family friends who I grew up vacationing with when I was like a tiny child, and had them write letters or videos and send pictures of memories. So I woke up to this like amazing book full of letters, some handwritten, some printed out, tons of pictures of people recounting memories with me. And the opening page was Sarah Drew Landfer, beloved for 40 years. I'm literally gonna cry thinking about it.
That's like the most thoughtful
Yeah.
especially with everything going on. It's like, what a good reminder of like all the love in your life that you've had, and just,
Yeah.
it's like a glimmer of hope. Oh my God, are you emotional? Do you, before I let you go, I mean, do you have a message to fans right now who are having a hard time going through this? I feel like you are such a beacon of hope and light. And
Oh man, I think this is a message for myself too. I mean, I go into spirals of darkness in the midst of this. It's brutal. Like what's happening is so hard, and I feel like I've been talking to a bunch of friends lately who are having anxiety attacks for the first time in their lives, and are feeling depressed for the first time in their lives, and are like contemplating seeking medication and things like that, and feeling guilty about it. And I guess one of the big things that I would say is, dude, I have had a prescription for a long time in my life. I have had ups and downs. There is no shame in seeking help right now, for all of that anxiety and all of the intensity we are holding as a nation and as a global community. So much pain and heaviness, so much, and so much more than others. But then even people who are doing better in terms of like they still have a roof over their heads, there are other emotional things, I mean, that come in that are so intense. So I just feel like we all need to collectively give ourselves a break,
Yeah.
and allow ourselves to feel the sadness, because it's there, and pretending it's not there is not gonna help us heal and move through it. And to just not judge ourselves in the midst of this. And also just the reminder that there will be an end to this. Like the sun will come out again. We will not be in this tunnel forever, you know?
You brought up something so important, and that's mental health, and not to like feel ashamed about seeking help. And I feel like the more people talk about it, the less stigma there is around it. How do you handle like your anxiety, and like when you've had those dark moments during the pandemic, like what gets you through that?
So I have been pretty religiously doing yoga for the last year and a half. And I will say I had a really rough couple weeks, where I woke up in a panic attack like every single morning. And I would find that as soon as I did some yoga and like got the breath moving in my body, I realized, oh no, I can breathe. I just have to actually concentrate on it. Once I can concentrate on it and let it come in and let it go out and I realized, oh, it's all loosening up. I also have a prescription for anti-anxiety, specifically for when I get panicky, and I've had that prescription my entire adult life, and it took me a while to actually seek help, because I really used to think that it was some sort of failure on my part to need help, that I couldn't pray my way through it or find the courage or strength internally to figure it out. And it's like, now I look at those things as tools, like, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God that tool is available to us right now. Hallelujah. Thank you. Thank you for providing that, doctors and scientists.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. So now I don't have any shame associated with that. So I will take medication if I need it. I will do my yoga. I will pray. I will get outside and feel some sunshine on my face. Just breathe in outside air. That really does start to settle things for me. And the other big thing is writing down gratitudes.
Important.
Just very small, even the smallest, tiniest things. Just then you can, when you see it on a page, you go, okay, all right.
Yeah.
There's still so many things to be grateful for.